Soldier Boy, Soldier Boy, Soldier Boy. What have they done to my favorite character? I mean, Soldier Boy went from a guy who had some of the best writing I've ever seen to him just giving the V1 to Homelander because this is what Clara would have wanted. It just makes absolutely no sense. And then they just want to throw him back inside the ice, using him as promotion for VOD Rising. Like, I don't think the writers realized that had they had Soldier Boy be in that final fight, it actually would have added more to the story, because it doesn't make any sense how Ryan and Butcher were able to overpower Homelander and hold him in place when they have no V1. Ryan was literally getting pimp slapped across the screen the entire time they were fighting. He wasn't even able to hurt Homelander, but all of a sudden he could hold them down. But if they would have had Soldier Boy there, then it would have been kind of like a thing where, you know, there's another V1 soup there to hold them down. Even though in the past, you know, Soldier Boy, Butcher, and Huey couldn't hold Homelander down, a non-V1 Homelander, by the way, it still would have made the fight make a little more sense, because Soldier Boy keeps talking about this is what Clara would have wanted, this is what Clara would have wanted. How much does Soldier Boy really even like Clara? I mean, you know, Stormfront must have some crazy poom poom, bro. That shit must be wet as a bit, because there is no way in hell that Soldier Boy really thinks she's this great of a person. I mean, what has Stormfront really done to make Soldier Boy feel such strong feelings towards her? I feel like all this has to do with is her just feeding into his ego, because realistically Soldier Boy and Homelander have around the similar amounts of ego. And honestly, this will make a whole lot of sense, because what does Stormfront have that Private Angel doesn't have? Stormfront is just like a crazy Nazi. She just wants her master race to win at the end of the day and make humanity pure. And she was up on bro real good, because there's no way in hell he loved her this much. Like, bro, Jensen Ackles doesn't even agree with how Soldier Boy gave Homelander the V1. Like, in the show, we obviously seen that he was saying, oh, this is what Clara would have wanted. He would have wanted Homelander to get the V1. But Jensen Ackles literally said in a panel that he doesn't even think that's the reason why. His actual words in the panel were, he thinks that Soldier Boy gave Homelander the V1 because he didn't want to make the same mistakes that his father did, because Soldier Boy was already treating Homelander exactly how his father did, and he had like a revelation and realizing that he had a chance to actually do good in the world, which I kind of disagree with as well, because I mean, when Homelander was telling Soldier Boy about his whole plan of world domination, Soldier Boy really didn't even give a fuck. He really didn't care what the hell Homelander was doing. He just wanted to go crack some 304s and do some coke. But when the actor for the character is literally telling you that the writing made no sense, maybe you should listen. I mean, how much does he even like Clara to begin with? We've seen this man just going for absolutely anyone while Clara was still around. I mean, he was in love with Crimson Countess. He literally said it before he vaporized her ass in season 3. But also he was saying that he loved her deeply. But looking at the flashback, we literally seen him flirting with Grace Mallory right in front of her. So it's like, my nigga, how much did you really love her to begin with? And my nigga, Grace Mallory is low-key chopped, so this is not even good cheats. What are you doing? But this is also a very important scene to show just how, like, you know, insecure Soldier Boy was, because when he was getting rejected, you can literally see like the little ticks on his mouth whenever Grace Mallory was rejecting him. He could barely even handle it, and I genuinely think that's the only reason why he likes Stormfront, other than her just gargling his balls pretty good. So there's no way in hell she would be the reason why he gave his asexual weirdo son the V1. Besides, Soldier Boy literally seen his own son cracking a withered version of Stormfront, chopped in all, burned to the bone. And I swear, it's like throughout the seasons he just got more and more weak. Tell me why he was able to get choked up by Homelander and just shoved back into the pod, when in earlier seasons this man was literally just throwing hands with Homelander and Homelander was not hurting him at all. Like, my nigga, look at these punches. Homelander is literally getting his shit folded. Soldier Boy punched this man so hard that his laser stopped. Or like in previous seasons, I feel like he was way funnier back then. Like whenever Soldier Boy was having all those scenes where he was just like schizophrenic as hell, constantly turning back in the forest, just randomly hearing shit, having PTSD, Huey trying to stand up to him, and then Soldier Boy just straight up decking him in the mouth and then skedaddling off like nothing happened. I feel like throughout the newest season they just had him spamming like cock and ball voice lines throughout the entire thing. Nothing creative was coming out of this man's mouth. Like, I don't think I remember throughout all the previous seasons that all his jokes consisted of was like talking about cum buckets and nut and jerking off and shit. The only real chance they have of saving this character is with VOD Rising. If they can actually make a decent story about how Soldier Boy went from trying to be a really good guy to just not giving a fuck and being more of an anti-hero, then his character could actually be maybe even better than it was in season 3. But until then, we're just gonna have to see. What is y'all's takes on this? Do you think that Soulja Boy was better in season 3, season 5? Let me know what you think. If you disagree with me, I'm arguing with you in the comments, every single last one of you. And I'll catch y'all later, man. Peace.